Hello everyone, welcome. Apologies, we are a little bit late, but making a pumpkin pie. It's one of those things I do. I'm one of those multi-talented streamers. Get my real life on, doing a pumpkin pie. And then also I was doing a few bits and pieces, so I will have to at some point jump out to take the pie out of the oven. That's what she said. So I'll be doing that, but hope everyone's well, by the way. Welcome, happy Wednesday, happy FM show day. Also, happy Atalanta in the Europa Leagues, happy January transfer window day, which means happy pens and paper day. So we'll try that, we'll do that. Here we go, shall we? Let's get on. Let's go have a look at it. I think tonight's going to be all right. Welcome. Hope we're well. Of course, we are in, and Zeep has already done the magical thing, resubbing 9 months in a row. Zeep, 9 months. This has been ridiculous. You've been here for a full 9 months, and it's a pleasure having you. Of course, thank you very much for the support. S Franco is in as well. Of course, Franco watched both podcasts this evening. There has been two podcasts. I forgot about that. Normally on a Wednesday we'll say there's one podcast because that tends to be what happens. But I forgot we did an extra one on Saturday because obviously the FM Early Access came out and we were like, oh shit, the podcast that we've recorded that's come out today is basically going, I wonder what's going to happen if the beta comes out. And of course, it's already been out. So yeah, Franco, welcome in, pal. How are you? Nice to see you. Beta Charles here as well. The Licky's in. And of course, welcome to everyone else who's just chilling in the background. Kung Val is in. Can we show us the table? Yes, I can, sir. Look at that. 8 points behind Roma. Not too bad. 9 wins. Good. 3 draws. Decent. 5 defeats. We would have taken that before any amount of football had started. Like, before we kicked a ball this season, we would have taken 5 defeats. Yeah? But the thing is, the nature of some of those defeats, I'm thinking we should really run 3. Do you know what I mean? Like, can't help but be a little bit disappointed in a couple of those results because, look at this. Bologna, 1-0 defeat. Salernitano, 1-0 defeat. That's Lecce, by the way. 2-1. 2-1 defeat against Salernitana. Hammered 4-0 against PSV. Of course, we lost to Juventus and we lost to Inter. But we've drawn with AC Milan. We have beaten Fiorentina. We've drawn with Roma. We have beaten Monza. We have beaten Hellas Verona. We have beaten Udinese. And we've then beaten PSV in the return leg. Yes, Ropper, main man, back on a mission, sacked yet. Not at all, Ropper. Quite the opposite, in fact. Look at this. Sitting in 5th, mate. 5th. Ropper's in with 24 months as well. Yes, my man. 24 months worth of support. Thank you, mate. It's a pleasure to have you back. And it's a pleasure, of course, for the support. The beta is broken, and whatever they do, I've already emailed them saying, please don't fix it. Please don't fix it. Whatever you're doing right now, just stick with it, because somehow we're getting a tune out of it. I don't understand how or why, but it just seems to be the way that it is. Even in the Arsenal, welcome in, pal. Hope you're good also. So tonight we've got Roma in a friendly, then Lazio, Napoli, Empoli, Juventus, Genoa, and Juventus in the Italian Cup quarter-final. Things might be about to change, right? We might not be winning as many games as we'd maybe thought come the end of January. There is, of course, a tiny bit of money available to spend. Not much, £5.5 million. Not much wiggle room on the wages either, to be honest. So we'll see how we go on that. Jason D, welcome in. Appreciate the follow for you. Very, very kind indeed. Sorry, let me turn those back on. Actually, I turned them off. I was doing some YouTubing the other day. So yesterday, in fact. So need to. There you go. There's the alerts back on. But yes, that's obviously happening. So £5 million to spend to try and sort of strengthen what is it's a decent first 11, but there's not much quality beyond that, and that's what we're going to struggle with, to be honest. So really, what we need to work out now is where do we spend that not much money? We've got some players on loan. We've got some players who might end up leaving because, of course, Peter Hauger's not really playing. El Shawari's come in, done okay. Brereton Diaz has done fine. Emil Holm hasn't really played, but that was a deal that was organised by the original manager, so we might not a major issue if he goes, to be honest. But yeah, we need to have a little nosy around. I think we could do another centre back, to be honest, because the fact we played a 3, Jamisti, Scalvini, and usually Toloi, Kolasinac as well, of course, in there as well. We could do with a third centre back. I think, sorry, 4th centre back, I should say. Sorry. Midfield, fine. Pabega, Coop Miners, Daroon should be okay. And then out wide is normally all right. We won our last match 4-1, by the way. Should say a 4-1 win, which we're very, very happy about indeed. So hope everybody, as I say, hope everyone's well. If you haven't listened to the FM show, by the way, this is where we are. We are, of course, in this link here. Follow us for podcasts via all your podcast platforms and, of course, YouTube as well. So you can go and follow us in there. But yeah, this is sort of where we are. I will at some point, as I've said, have to run off the stream to take a pumpkin pie out of the oven. So I will just, put the chair back in charge for a second. Evening, Vinny the Whale. Welcome in. How are we? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're good. How's everyone feeling? How's everyone finding the beta then? Are we okay? Are we enjoying it? Are we struggling with it? Are we having fun? Recruitment meeting feedback. Here we go. Recruitment feedback meeting, I should say. Sorry. Let's see. We got Twitch hates me. Oh, Johnny, don't worry, man. We started. We were a little bit late, so that's my fault, to be honest. We were a little bit late. And why was there no TJ cooking stream? To be fair, I need to work out how to do that. I need to move a laptop or something, because obviously the rig can't move. But we'll see what we can do. Because I've got a fucking massive pumpkin. You know what I mean? And that is not a euphemism. That is definitely about pumpkins. Can't log in ever. Takes me 10 minutes or so. You need. Have you tried upgrading the app or something, Vinny? Possibly. I don't know if you're doing it via app or whether you're doing it via web browser, but would love to know how to make a pumpkin pie. You know what? I'll show you it in the Discord when it's finished, because obviously I've already put me starting ingredients are there. Let's see what the end product looks like. Usually it's pretty good. I usually make quite a decent pumpkin pie, to be honest, and we've got a pumpkin that is probably going to feed about 46 people. So maybe I think there'll be enough pumpkin to go around. I'm going to make that top priority actually for a centre back. I haven't had much time to play the match, says Zara. The match engine is fantastic. Still don't have to buy a new laptop. There we go. Tony is the MVP, the most valuable pumpkin. You know what? I will take that, Vinny. I will be the most valuable pumpkin of the FM community, right? Mrs. J, the man may not know how to play FM well, but he makes a mean pumpkin pie. See, there you go. Mrs. J is in on that. Mrs. J is a big fan of the pumpkin pies. Should say as well, by the way, Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? The giveaway. We are gonna do a giveaway, and it's gonna run from now until FM24 launch day. Okay, I'm gonna give you a bit of time to get in on it. Basically, we will do anyone who's subbed, or whether that's via subs or gifts or primes or whatever, that goes into a draw. Mrs. J will then spin the wheel, and then Mrs. J will press the button, and then we'll have a winner. And we'll work out who wins, because figured, you know what, we're on a decent run. Everyone seems to be having a nice time. People seem to be really, really excited about FM24. Yeah, let's give away another copy, or a copy of Access Football, whichever you prefer, to be honest, really. Spin the wheel. So yeah, it's entirely to you. You can either have a copy of FM24 or you can have a copy of Access Football. I can't say fairer than that, right? But as I say, it will be. We'll do it that way. So let's say you've got a couple of weeks or so, to be honest, to get that one sorted out. Obviously, launch day is coming, as is, of course, the live show in Nottingham. And yeah, not long till Greece now, is it? In my opinion, this is one of the best FMs in recent years, says Jason. You know what? I had a chat with Aaron about this, and we're both of the opinion that this is for early access. Bear in mind, it's now called early access rather than beta, and I know it still says beta in the bottom, right? But this feels like early access. This doesn't feel like a beta version. There's still a couple of bits of quirks apparently that need a little iron out. I haven't spotted them yet, but I haven't played a lot of it yet. So I'm literally only playing it on stream. So I'm not like Aaron, who, by the way, is as you can imagine, already on a brand new save. No word of a lie. He started a new save today. The early access has been out all week. Like, come on, Aaron. You know what I mean? He's just like, nah, I'm done. Next one. Great. So he's already in there. Man starts a new save every day. I know, like, to be fair, it would confuse me. That many, like, normally whenever I go to a new club, it's because I've been sacked or because I've had to jump before I've been pushed. But he's just like, he's winning. And then he's like, I've done. You know, either stop being as good on the game or, you know, find a difficult save. I don't know. But he's smashing it, absolutely smashing it. On my second and fifth season in total, really, I'm not anywhere near it. Like, we're still on. This is still season one, Roper. Like, we're coming into January, season one. So I streamed Thursday when it came out. Streamed Friday. Did I stream Saturday? No, I didn't. Didn't stream Saturday. Didn't stream Sunday. Streamed Monday, and then of course streamed. Actually, no, we did stream Sunday. We did stream Sunday because that's right. I was in a bit of a mood, wasn't I? Yeah, streamed Sunday, streamed Monday, nothing yesterday, and then of course we're back today. So yeah, I'm not having a lot of time on the game just yet, but that's good though because we need to be fresh when we come into Greece because that is going to take a lot out of us because there's so much to do. Now this is a friendly, so I'm tempted to pull some players out here that are going to be needed. Although having said that, we don't have enough centre backs to rest them, and we really could do with resting Kalazanic and Jamisti. So that's a bit concerning. I think I might stick Luckman up front actually. See how he can go up front. CDK and come out for Pasalic. Try that. What's the Greece save? Oh, Greece save, Jason, is Build a Nation Greece. So we're taking over a club called Larissa. Now I need to make a video about this as well, actually. We're taking over a club called Larissa, who are in the second division. Cancel the friendly. I could, or we could just play it. Like it might bring some money in. We don't know. So basically, the plan is to try and build a nation. We're taking Larissa, who are in the second division of Greek football. They won the top division. They won the championship in 1988, and basically they've been relegated from that point, and they're the only team outside of the sort of the region, like Athens and Salonika, where the main champions come from, that have won the title. So it's pretty interesting. The season they won the title, they had like loads of like youth prospects as well, like local youth prospects. So they did sort of win it, sort of with kids a little bit, and they've previously had players like Umbo and Penza play for them, Tim Sparv, Lauren Robert, Nobby Solano, Stelios. So they've had loads of great players, and we just figured it's like, we've never done Greece before. The rules look pretty good for a Build a Nation. So we thought, right, let's have a go with it, see how we get on. And yeah, it's very much something that we're looking forward to. So can't wait. So yeah, we'll be streaming that Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. That's gonna be our thing. Looking forward to it, says Roper. Yeah, I am as well. I really am. Like, I can't. Like, I think it's these long-term saves feel very much like us. You know, that sort of feels like what we should be doing. And yeah, I think the British Steel was interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't quite complete British Steel, obviously, but you know, that's one of those things. I'm trying to cut the highlights, if you can call it a highlights video, together at the minute. Try and get it under like half an hour or something. But yeah, I think these sort of like these long-term saves, they're very much our thing. So it's going to start on. It's not going to start on launch day. It'll start the day after, because obviously launch day we're in Nottingham doing the FM show live. So when we come back the following day, we're not going to stream in the day. It was tempting to stream in the day and be like, right, let's jump on and stream first thing in the morning. But I thought it's unfair because, like, most of my audience, obviously, well, my audience is evenings because I stream in the evenings, okay? And with British Steel, it was fine when we did the daytime stream for British Steel to start off because we had to go unemployed. So it was basically getting a quick look at the game, do the job hunting bit, and just try and work out where we go from there. Because we've already picked Larissa, we don't need to do that. So essentially, our first stream is going to be us just sitting down, looking at the squad, looking at the league, getting the pens and papers out, trying to work out a tactic, trying to work out a sort of a way of playing or like a plan. So, that's what it's going to be. So I thought, you know what? All of our evening crowd need to see that. It's unfair for me to do that during the day and then come to the stream on the evening and be like, hey guys, so this is what we're going to do. So we've already sorted everything out, and you're all going to be like, well, hang on, come on, this is bullshit. Like, so I thought, right, let's just do that. Let's look after you lot first, because you've been here. See, you've been here all the time. But what I will do is I will get the database put in the Discord, so you can do a bit of nosing around. Now, the tricky thing with that... Oh, what a finish that is. I know it's from them, but what a finish. The tricky thing with putting the database in the Discord is I won't have seen the teams or anything, because I'm not going to look at it, okay? Again, I'm trying to think of a way to sort of like build a video to sort of explain what we're going to do that doesn't show the team or anything. Because I don't want to see any of that. I want what I see. I want to see first time when we're on stream. Or do I have a bit of a nosy and be like, all right, okay, here, like the situation is better than we thought or worse than we thought. I guess from a video perspective, the team being worse than we imagined is what we want, right? That's what drives people in, going like, oh god, he's not going to do this. This team looks awful. So I don't know. What do you reckon? Let me know your thoughts. Do we have a quick nosy before we get started? Because obviously we need to try and work out as well the nations that we add into the database for the starting database. And it's obviously got to be neighbouring countries and, Australia. I was tempted to, but not going to have a look at Greece. That's fair, Zar. That's fair. Gibraltar. Well, no, because then I'd be too tempted to just go to Gibraltar instead, wouldn't I? I'd be like, well, let's go to Gibraltar and do that, because that's clearly where we're going to end up being. Kalazanic is... Kalazanic. Yeah, it is Kalazanic. Yeah, I've said it right. It's getting stressed out. Let's replace him with a defensive midfielder, actually. Yeah. So thoughts then? What do you reckon? Do we do a video of like sort of here's the initial look, but like really really high level before getting into it, or do we go like, or do we have it sort of like we blur all that out? So we go right. We're not going to have a look at the side, but this is the total amount of players we've got, sort of thing. I feel as though if we're going to do something pre-stream, then I think it needs to have a little bit of like a, hey, here's where we are, this is what it looks like, and I think most people want to see it worse than you expect. Good look at the rules and see who considers EU nationals, so we can know which nations to add. Yes, absolutely. So to be honest, we can do that on this now, I think. Sure we can. Or do we have to load up a new game? Maybe we do. Lama got ruined in his preview. He did, didn't he? With the whole thing about the East German sides. So he had to change it. Happy to draw up a list if I would help. Yo, mate, Rajo, that would be awesome, thank you. See? Mod heads on, innit? Arseholes will be arseholes. Yeah, 100%, Vinny. And that's the problem. There are sadly arseholes everywhere. Especially on the internet. Loads of them. Not here though. Everyone here is lovely. Lookman pulls it back. El Shawari. Former Roma player as well. He's allowed to play in a friendly. Stick in the Discord overnight. I'll be there in the morning. Yeah, lovely. That sounds cool. Kolasinac used to live in the flat I'm living in right now. Oh, really? That's pretty good. Used to rent out to Schalke youth prospects. Hey. Look at you, Zar. Living life with the stars. Not quite the same, but myself and Mrs. J, went to look at a house in York, and Chris McComb, who was a former York City defender, was having a look around it. I presume he was renting as well. Alex Clapham is interested in working as a set-piece coach. 17 for set pieces. In you come. No, Tony Schalke youth prospects, no stars. All right, okay, got you. I was trying to push it up there, you know. Gasparini takes charge of Lille. Oh, I mean, I guess he has to do something, doesn't he? Because obviously there's no job in Atalanta anymore for him because I took it, didn't I? Right, let's see. Can I check the Greek league rules here? I don't think I can I? No, I can't because obviously I've not got the league loaded on. I believe on the spreadsheet though, and it probably will change ever so slightly. But I believe on the spreadsheet it is ever so different. It's where is it? Where were we? It was on the Google. It was in the Google Sheets, wasn't it? We wrote a lot of this down. Do you remember which one it was, Rouge? Oh, this one here? No, that's not the right one. That's the Bill Nation. Right, hang on 2 seconds. I'm going to take my pie out the oven, so 1 second. The chair's in charge. Try and find some rules for Greeks if you can. Even Larry Omega, welcome in, pal. I appreciate the follow. Gonna be honest, pumpkin pie looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So I'm very, very excited to see how that turns out. It just needs to cool down now. Get a bit of like sort of, what do you call it? Ice and sugar on it, a little bit more cinnamon stuff. A bit of cream and it'll be, it'll be lovely, 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 lovely. So there we go. That's the pumpkin pie tin cow, which I guess is kind of the big problem of tonight. The second problem is, of course, the fact we're about to play Lazio. Gonna be honest, I've eaten it. Yeah. That's why I was a little bit longer than I expected. I can show you actually, because I think I couldn't bring the pie in, of course. Proceeds to stream and not to show on camera. Well, I haven't got the actual. I couldn't bring. I mean, I could bring a pie in. But you know what? I will bring a pie. No. I'll show you the picture. Right. See? You can see that. That definitely looks like a real pumpkin pie. Bring the pie. I'll bring the pie. Right. Now this is content, right? This right here. Okay. You watching? Let's go full screen. See? See, look at that. There's definitely pie, isn't there? There's definitely pie there. Definitely pie. Hello, Soccer with Brian. Brian heard pumpkin pie was straight in. There we go. See, not just an adequate streamer, but a maker of pumpkin pies as well. So there we go. Oh, I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. Could do that. That definitely does look like a pie. You're right, Rugio. You're right. I did have the goalkeeper gloves on, shabby. Yeah, safety first. Safety first. Because the thing is, like, as a content creator and a streamer, the worst injury I could get would be a burnt hand. Because this is my mouse hand. You know, that goes. I mean, imagine that. I could be out for months. My season could be over if I had a small burn on my finger. So that's why we do safety first. It's not like on Ninja Warrior or on Gladiators when they put, too much padding on people and you're going, let's be honest, you're going to fall off into a fucking ball pit. You don't need to have a safety helmet on, right? These bad boys, right? These are my money makers, So burnt clicky finger. Lille have approached our assistant manager, which is quite frustrating given the fact that, well, he's clearly going to go because obviously he used to work with Gasparini. So we're going to have to look for a new assistant manager. I told you things were going to start to crumble, didn't I? Would have been another goalkeeper would have been another goalkeeper injury for FM24 if TJ burnt his finger. I'd stick it on the list, to be honest. I would stick it on the list. Send a specialist, give it an injection. Yeah, I could be back in like 3 weeks, couldn't I? That'd be great. So we've been through Christmas. Happy Christmas, by the way, everyone. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. That's happened. Recruitment focus is complete. We are not looking at any centre-backs at all. Great. Potential issue with Zappa Costa. What's Zappa Costa's problem now? He wants a new contract. Fine, have a contract. You have it right now, mate. Give the manager a better contract if you want to keep him. I know that, but he's also worked with the previous manager, so he might well stay with him, right? So, there is that. Like we know how to keep the managers. But we also know that he might not want to go. Because as it says here, you may be able to persuade him to reject the job offer by asking him to remain at the club. That's not going to happen either, is it? He's not going to be bothered. Yeah, we offer him a new deal. What's he on, 9-7? I don't think he's going to want any more than that. I reckon he'll turn around and still go to Lille. Yeah. There's me pen. Get me in the game. I'll come to Italy. You'd stay, Brian. You'd stay. You're a man of your word. You're honourable. You know. I'd have you in. I'd have you here. Absolutely. Viktor Kovalenko on loan at Empoli. Of course, we can't play him because he's non-EU. So it's also part of the issue. Yeah. But yeah, how are you, Soccer with Brian? Anyway, hope life is treating you well. Hope everyone's good, by the way. Obviously, we're still what are we now? 10 days out from official launch day, we reckon? Yeah, I reckon that's it, innit? So that's a week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, we were probably 12 days. 12 days out. Make him an offer that you can't refuse, like offer him some pie. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the fact that I've made pie that's the reason he wants to leave. Maybe he's allergic to pumpkins. Maybe he hates nutmeg. All these things that we've got to consider, innit? A beheaded pumpkin in his bed. Yeah. Speaking of beheadings, have you seen Real Madrid's new sponsor? Yeah, moving swiftly on. Real football chat. Sorry about that, everyone. We'll get back off that. We don't need to do real football talk. We'll say Everton as well. Oh Jesus. It's smooth, won't it, Zeep? It's smooth. Speaking of beheadings, right? Can you tell I gigged last night? I'm a man on form. I know what I find funny, right? I know what I find funny, and I know what you find funny. That's what's really important around here. Right? And you know what? If you don't laugh, I've been doing this long enough, and I know it's funny. So I think you're wrong. I don't really know why I've gone into like some sort of 50s northern entertainer. Do a line. I'll do a line at the end of the game against Nazio Ropper. So yes, I will do that for you. Got to read more David Ginola, haven't we? We've got to see what the beautiful man's been up to when he's not, saying that landmines are bad and making pasta. Soccer Brian, I'm on the right path. Yes, it was a great day. Happy to move forward, getting my head right. Hope you and the chat and the family are well. Yes, exactly. We are very well indeed, Brian. Hope and it's great that you're well. That's the main thing. The main thing is that you're well, and everyone else, of course, make sure you all look after yourselves and keep checking on your heads and your families. That's what you need to do. Oh, through. That's fine. Cam Ashworth, Man City, 147 FFP breaches swept under the carpet. Everton won, -12 points. Yeah, it's beautifully balanced out, isn't it? It's beautifully balanced out. This is the way that the Premier League does things, right? It's almost like the Premier League's corrupt as well, isn't it? Oh, great ball through Muriel. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Love that. This is Atalanta ball happening right now. Here we go. Look at this. Lovely bits of movement, right? Inside, outside, ball played through. No one's even anywhere near Muriel. What a goal. What a goal. If Everton had 147 breaches, they'd be okay. Exactly. If anything, it's because they've not really bothered with. They just went with one. Like, they're fools. They should go and get more. Even a Mad Hatter, welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Pleasure seeing you on the stream. I'm doing a Chelsea save for the beat, that says Sigurd. It's fun at first, overpriced deadwood sold to Saudi for too much money, then it gets boring. Well, I mean, given the fact that they're owned by Saudi as well, it is a bit boring, yeah. But the thing is, a lot of people are doing Chelsea, so you know, do it while you can, I suppose. Where's the save where Chelsea did exactly that, and then Man City? Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, you know what I mean? Like, Chelsea went from a relatively nothing team to champions with a whole bunch of Russian money, and then Man City went from nothing to champions with a whole bunch of Dubai money and Emirati money, and then Newcastle, of course, went from nothing, and well, we know what happens next. Premier League football. Thankfully, we're in Italy where nothing bad can happen, especially when it comes to finances. So, at the minute, we are holding on. He says as the next highlight comes up, which is Lazio on attack. Just had the... I had a feeling we were about to pick that out of our net there, to be honest. Italian football is beyond reproach. It's, you know what, it's the most morally correct football there ever is. They will not stand for financial irregularities, Italian football. They say no to that sort of thing. Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if someone came out about it? Actually, you know what, hey, you're not going to believe this, but Italian football's a bit dark. You'd be like, what? No. I'm surely not. Let's take CDK off. Let's put Pabega in, because we're going to try and shore this up now, I reckon. And try and see the result out. I'm tempted to bring Muriel off and play just Skamaka up top on his own as well, actually. I don't really want to like lower the lines or anything, because I don't want to sort of bring pressure onto us, but at the same time, I also want to make Banks blocked it away. Kamada, Lozana. Oh, good save, good save. The authorities will come down like a ton of concrete, a bit like the bridge at Genoa. Oh, there you go, see? Shit, how is he? It's gotta be. A bit of time wasting, be disciplined, play for set players. I still remember what some Italian fans did at Livorno while struggling in Serie C. This is pretty grim. I don't remember that. I'm not particularly au fait with it, but I'm guessing if it's Italian fans, they've not taken it well. We've decided to try and see the game out, and we've conceded, so typical of that, isn't it? Throw-ins as well. Always throw-ins. Oh, damn it, Nazio. Thing is, though, that's a pretty good matchup, right? Oh well. 1-1. What's that do to the score? To the league table. Romagnoli. Oh, he's gone from distance. Imagine if we'd let that one in. That wouldn't be good. I almost feel since we've stepped off, we've allowed them into us. Come on, someone get their foot on it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a point away from home. We've got to kind of like take it like that and go, you know what, that's fine. It's frustrating because I think we probably deserved better than a point. Actually, looking at the stats overall, maybe we didn't. 4 shots, 1 on target, 9 shots for 7 on target for Lazio. They had more of the ball, more corners. None of us. We had one clear-cut chance. So, yeah, all right, fair enough. We did okay. We did okay there. Morally, we were right. Yeah. Because we're not Lazio, so we actually deserve an extra point, really. For a lack of fascism in the side, which, if anything, is certainly worth another point. Yeah. Ruggeri's going to be suspended now. So, Pepe would always have to start a game on a yellow card. Yeah. Doesn't matter about Patini, you can stay out there. Oh my God, Erling Haaland's won Footballer of the Year. Shock, horror, shock face, quick. Chuisa has won the African Young Footballer of the Year award. Congratulations, having not played for us. So, Alex Clapham has agreed to stay at Genoa and not come to us, despite saying he would like to come to us. Is Haaland a new? He is, yeah. He's a Norwegian striker. He looks like he could end up being fairly handy, to be honest. When's Darun's contract out? Up. Is it up at the end of the season? It is, yeah. He's in Chelsea, Newcastle, and well, awful. Basically, look at that shower of shit that are interested in Martin Darun. Oh God, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Right, I want to get him a new contract because ultimately, if we do have to sell him, I want money for him. And I'm not going to be selling them to them, that's for certain. That's for certain. Darun is pronounced Duron. Duron. Yeah, no, I get that, but obviously, what we've done is I've pronounced it Darun before, and then did a joke about Sandstorm by Darude, so I've sort of stuck with it. I know it's wrong, but I've sort of went with it. Toloi is descended from nobility. The D is lowercase. Oh, okay. Need to bow to this guy then. Toloi is wanted by teams in Brazil. End of contract. When's his contract? June to do run. Yeah. Might as well call him Duran, says Scott. Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, let's just keep thinking of different names we can call him. Duraye, Swords of 1,000 Men. I'm calling that. Hatterbauer, he's listed for loan. Int, Fla, and Esp sound like pharmaceutical products instead of clubs. Yeah. Carries on the theme from FM23. Right, let's have a look. The transfer window is nearly about to open, so we can obviously as well with Darun we did have Sandstorm, which of course was tied into to Axis Football. So lock him in a shed and call him Ron Seal, dude. Sign a Haaland, dude. Nah. I think he's going to be a one-season wonder, so it's not really worth us getting involved. I don't think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check out a player called Andrea Carolini. I think he'll be pretty good. He's going to be great. I'm in Italy. I should buy players who are 46. Ian Barton, welcome in, pal. How are we? Jose Mourinho's kicking off the El Shaarawy who's not playing. I mean, I'm just going to not answer the phone. Not answer the phone to him. Absolute flash in the pan, Zeke. There's no way Haaland's going to be like score more than goals in two seasons running. No chance. This is the Premier League. How can he possibly be good enough to do that? Because the Premier League ain't that good. Reams and everyone will still, football managers will still want to take Michael Adopo on loan. So I'm going to say no for now because I need to work out how many players we've got who are still contracted. We need to obviously make sure that we can still register players for next year. Barton, mate, is about the best I can muster. Won't bring the chat down. Mate, sorry to hear that. That's rubbish. Like I say, hopefully being here can be a little bit help for you. I mean, I don't know what the situation is, but it's hopefully it's not as bad as it feels, man. Cassassin with a follow, appreciate that. Very kind. Hope you're good. But yeah, do remember to reach out, Barton, if it is proper shit. Al want to sign Musso? No, we're not. No. Is there an option, by the way, when you reject a bid and they say, "Why would you reject a bid?" and go, "Cause they're sports washers"? Is that a thing? Haaland's had enough time in the Champions League. He's only scored 37 and 33. Yeah, but everyone knows the Champions League. This is the Premier League that people talk about now. It's the Premier League. How dare people, question any stat that isn't based on the Premier League? Obviously, this is getting too close to real chat for me, isn't it? Atalanta make extra transfer funds available. Get in. They've seen my pumpkin pie. They want to say, look, you can make a pumpkin pie. Can you make a centre back? Let's have a look, shall we? We've taken out a mortgage of £12.25 million. So we've now got 18.25 million. Oof. Right. Let's find us a player who's playing in the Championship, shall we? That'll be good for me. Coop minus to Bayern. Oh dear, it feels a lot like we might be losing players in January. And change of season expectations. They were genuinely expecting a relegation battle. Wow. Okay, I'll take that. I've just seen your thing in the Discord there, Z. Get the pie. Go get the pie. Right, let's have a look at the Greek rules as well while I'm doing this. Greek rules. Oh no, is it not letting me open it? Hang on, can I open it in Sheets? Oh, it's because it's Google Doc, and that's why I can't open it in Google Sheets. Why am I trying to do that? This is not a spreadsheet, Tony. Dafty. It's not letting me have it. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? Not as awkward as you lot, of course. You were sat watching, going, "Why are we here for this?" Can I open it in Notepad, possibly? No, it's not doing that. Right. Oh, there we go. Yes, it does. Ha 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 ha. Got it. Perfect. Right. So, rules are fairly simple with Greece. So let's have a look. Registration rules. Maximum 8 non-EU players. Maximum 4 non-EU players, not including under 23s. Maximum squad size is 99. Amazing. Match rules, no more than 8 foreign players in the starting 11. This is for the top division, by the way. No more than 5 non-EU players in the starting 11. The matchday squad must have at least 10 players trained by a club in Greece. Okay, interesting. All of this is for the Super League too. Ooh. Nations treated as EU. Albania, Bosnia-Herzegovina, all Euro Free Trade Association nations, including Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and Switzerland. Norway, excellent. Turkey, Russia, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Serbia, Ukraine, England, which of course is key for the reason that why I want to take the save, because we can get all the players who release from England and then sell them for big money. All EU nations, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Republic of Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden. We've got so many nations. Basically, everybody is classed as eligible for playing in Greece. So that is what we're looking for. That is going to help us a lot. Evening Salty B, by the way, welcome in. Welcome in, hope you well. If you've not followed my man Salty B, go and give him a follow. You need to do that. That will make your life very, very happy indeed. So yeah, we should be all right then. Basically, what we need to do is we need to load every single nation in the game, get them loaded in, and then we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. I've changed expectations from relegation battle to mid-table because I think that's fair, given the fact we're 7th now. Main save is going to be a blast. I hope so, Salty. I really do, because this is pretty fun as well, to be honest. Look at this. We're 7th with Atalanta. We're only a 11 points behind Roma, which is fine. You know what I mean? Certainly take that. I mean, yeah. There's green circles there. There's nothing else I can say that's not pleasant. Yeah, green circles are good. Hope you're well anyway, buddy. Hope you're nice and well. So this is what the expectation is then. Little rumours circulating in the world of football. Milan are expected to make a move for Martin Zubimendi. 51 million is too much for us, plus a central midfielder. Inter are interested in Jakub Kiwior from Arsenal. Centre back. Okay, if Inter are interested, then we might need to be interested. So let's get a scout report on him, shall we? Dortmund, Inter, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I think it seems like decent. It seems like he might be a half decent player. Starting fee of 22 million quid though might put us off, to be honest. Vinny the Whale going to bed now. Tony, stay strong or win, whatever works best. Vinny, appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're good. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, by the way, because I'm gigging on Friday, so I might stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll see how I get on with editing. If not, I might have to do a stream over the weekend. Juve want to sign Emil Smith-Rowe. Transfer listed by request. I mean, I don't know if we could afford Emil Smith-Rowe, but that would be quite fun. Kyder George from Liverpool. Fast, very, very weak. You've got him on loan at Porto, have you? Okay, so it can happen then. Interesting. Smith-Rowe could be the one then, right? Can't be Hop, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. And William Mikkelbrenkis. A French player. So you reckon we can get Smith-Rowe on loan? I mean, that would be... That was 66 grand. They want £1 million a month as well, though. Did you pay that? Did you pay £1 million a month? Future fee upon qualifying for the Conference League, 29 million quid. Evening Mercurial, welcome in. Scored the most outrageous outswinger call on the edge of the area of Smith-Rowe on the volley. So is that £22 million transfer fee? It is, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, that would change things up a bit, wouldn't it? Here I am saying we need a centre half, then I'm like, Emil Smith-Rowe is available. Let's see what happens here, shall we? Again, they want £2 million a month. You're paying 50% wage, 150% paying, and £300,000 non-paying. Stilega, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Thank you for that. I mean, those figures then, those like sort of £1 million a month. That's a lot of money. Like, it's a lot of money, right? Like, surely it makes more sense to not pay that. Yeah? Or am I do that all the time when there's a centre-back or there's a centre midfielder available, I'll sign him. I'm easily distracted, aren't I? That's the problem. Saint-Just. How old is he? He's not massively old, is he? 27. £150 a month is fine. $1 million is a bit much. Yeah, I mean, I guess really I need to read these properly, don't I? So Saint-Just maybe. Bednarek. Chris Richards. The Americans, he's going to obviously count as definitely not EU. Ujin Kabak. Just buy the fella rather than paying £2 million a month. Yeah, exactly. Badashile is available on loan. Powerful centre back. Okay. So how much does £150 optional future fee of 163 million? Yeah, the option is you can pay 163 million. Yeah, I'm not gonna. But I appreciate that you've given me the option of paying 163 million. Oh, that's my man Anel. Oh, I used to love this guy. You'll be glad to hear that Marco Rocket Royce is potentially coming in at the end of the season. Yes. It wouldn't be a Salty Bee world without Marco Royce. When 30 players come to me about a team totted against Man United, one problem was a friendly game. Starting a new save unemployed, says Alexander Corbyn. Holidaying to the 1st of November and seeing what jobs are available. Good shout. I like that. Definitely as well. Or you could do it even more hardcore and go into get yourself. It's the 1st of November. That's the Alex Ferguson challenge, isn't it? Luke 103, welcome in, pal. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Royce and Evan Nelson, we're going to win me the 2025 Champions League. I mean, it's a Salty Bee dream world, right? Alexander's doing real world mode. Fozzie B, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. As we say, we should say, by the way, as well, welcome in to everyone who's new. We are doing a giveaway between now and launch day. 33, back on the FM train. My input is just sign Chris Rigg for all your money. I've not even checked Riggy. What's he up to? I've not even checked him. Is he legit? Do they turn him into an absolute worldie? I'd not even thought about that. Do you reckon we can get him into... We probably can't, but imagine if we could get him to Greece. Oh, that could be fun. That could be fun. That could be absolute funsies. Right, let's see what comes back then with those bids we've just done there, because... Oh. I'm disgusted at this. This is just horrible. Client may become unsettled if he isn't allowed to speak to Saudi Arabia. Do we just send them then? Just send them off and go, you know what? Get lost then, right? 40 million up front. Yeah. Saudi or Saudi Arabia light, but not Saudi apparently. Welcome in, Shrew. How are we, pal? Nice to see you here. Welcome, Raiders. How are we all? Hope you had a cracking stream, True. We're just in we're in an ethical dilemma at this point now. We're trying to work out whether we sell players that we really like to Saudi Arabia or not. Who, of course, we don't. So we'll see. We'll see. But welcome in, David Deboo. Welcome in, Oliver was taken. Oliver Game was taken. Nice to see you in. We are currently at Atalanta. Nitru, welcome in. We're currently at Atalanta, doing our beta save, of course. Things are fine in Italy. Like, things are fine. We're doing good. We're 7th, which, to be fair, I would take that at the start of any save, really. 9 wins, 4 draws, 5 defeats, sadly. We've done decent, though. We've just drawn there with Lazio. We have beaten PSV. We've also lost to PSV as well. Drew with Roma. We've lost to Juventus, but we beat Fiorentina. We've drawn with AC Milan. We've lost to Inter. And look at this for a brutal pre-season that the computer picked, right? And we just sort of went along with it. Roma, Napoli, Bayer Leverkusen, Lyon, and Bayern Munich. And then Inter and Milan. Somehow we then dusted ourselves down and went on a bit of a winning streak. So, do you know what I mean? Sell him if he wants to go. He doesn't match our morals. That's a fair point, Barton. That's a fair point. If he wants to go, then let him go, because he's clearly a mercenary. Rather than if he goes, yeah, you know what? No, not interested. Not interested at all. David DeBoer, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind indeed. Things are provided you don't look too closely at the finances in Italian football. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, if we move on a little bit from that, we should be fine. But yeah, the save overall of the gaming is very good. We're enjoying it. I'm really a fan of how the new sort of like positional play is working. And I think like the tactic that we're using is one that we used last year, and we sort of try to tweak it a little bit for this year. So it looks like there is definitely something that can happen. And I might end up with a video about that to say, look, you know, we tried it from last year, and here we are. It's with a couple of bits of tweaks, stuff can pour over. So yeah, let's obviously try and if Bayern Munich want Coop Miners, they can have them. That's the thing. Like, but if Sports Washing FC want them, I'd rather not. Salty Man, welcome in. So we've got Salty Man and Salty B. The salt mines around here. Yeah. I like use the agent to sell a play if you're struggling to offload someone. It really helps. Yeah, obviously this is technically the first transfer window we've had, because the summer transfer window doesn't really count, does it? So we'll see. Gritty there has gone to Lille. So yeah, so much for offering him a new contract. He did decide that he wanted to go anyway, so he's gone. So we now have to also get a new assistant manager. There you go. But maybe Emil Smith Rowe will come in, and then it'll make it fine. So time to put a advert in the paper then. Advert, assistant manager needed, must apply pretty quickly. And also, let's get a set piece coach in, even though we haven't really done. Actually, we can't have one yet. Shocking. I know my name is unusual, but you can call me David. Just the bog standard English pronunciation is fine. Did I get the DeBoer right? That's the bit that I was curious about. Did I manage to get that bit? Because normally, you might have surprised David, I'm guessing, that I'm not great at languages. As Mrs. J just said, am I butchering them again? Honestly, I haven't tried, Mrs. J. I thought I was doing fine. And I was like, oh, David DeBoer. But I don't know if that's right or wrong. Speaking of Davids, actually, is Ropper still here? Ropper cashed into a line, so I have to do a line, don't I? We'll do a line of David Janola's book. Evening, Luffy. Welcome in, pal. Nice to see you. Appreciate the raid. How was the stream, by the way? Hope you had a good one. So just in time. Not quite as close, so I'm not expecting you to get it right, though. It's really tough. There's an X in it. Dubois? Dubois. I thought Dubois. Dubois. How else? I'm trying to work out where else I've seen it. Now, therefore, am I presuming? Is it Swiss rather than French? I wonder. Not bad. I think I'm old and modern. Confuse me. Dubois rather than Dubois. That could be it. Yeah. I'm still annoyed about the beignets. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I couldn't pronounce that properly. That was a problem. So, I'm trying. Right. Give us a number. If Ropper, are you still here? If Ropper's here, give us a number. If not, I would have thought Dubois. I mean, I love the fact that we're going, well, this is how I'd pronounce it. And the guy whose name it is going, no, that's not how you say it. It's like, you say it like this. I struggle with English, to be fair. I do, a little bit. Yeah, they pronounce it beige nets. See, Zeep knows. So, transfer window is open. Pen and paper is here. Okay. Vivaldo Semedo, still, there's something about him that's making me think that he's going to be good. And it's the fact that he's 18 years old, finishing at 15, jumping reach of 15 and pace of 16, and he's 6'4". That's what I'm thinking is going to be decent. Can we take over the loan deal? You should have seen France painful. Oh, come on, Mrs. J. Yeah, we've already said that I was bad about that. We've already done that. I come from Southern French heritage, but I'm not French. It's something like Dubo. Oh, okay. You think for a man that loves exotic FM saves your pronunciations down. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's when I went to Indonesia first. I was like, shit, I've started in a difficult position here, haven't I? Like, and in fairness, who was in the other day, by the way? We had someone come in and they were kicking off because I'd pronounced Larissa wrong. I mean, granted they were Greek, but I was like, oh, sorry, like, you know, didn't mean to cause offence or anything. They're like, you should really learn. And I was like, yeah, all right, fine. And the thing is, though, all the chat just went, not bad. Chill out. I went from Indonesia to Scotland for a vacation. Tony only knows the Bordeaux region of France. Exactly, this is the thing. Great region. I'm Northern, still learning English. How should it be pronounced? Even Lama says La Rissa. I don't know. I think it's something about the Larissa. I don't know. I'm guessing whatever I was saying was definitely wrong, and it was going to get nowhere near close. Fuck the Bordeaux region of France. Yeah. Not a fan, are you? Not a fan, are you, Rouge? You're being a bit harsh. I'm not even I knew how to pronounce my own surname properly until I was 9. You did better than a lot of people who've tried, so fair play. No, thank you, mate. We do try. And at least, you know what? I do try. And I'm glad that you didn't take any offence at how I pronounced it, because that's the thing. Like, all we can do is try, innit? You know? All we can do is try. And that's what it's all about, right? Give it a go. If you're wrong, go, well, never mind. Better than me not saying anything at all, innit? So, how did Bordeaux make it back into the FM show again? I don't know. Somehow, like, Rouge, you must think that I've not got a plan, right? Like, things just sort of happen, and they end up as part of a show. But yeah, we'll try and stop going about Bordeaux. Evening, the United City. How are we, pal? If you're not following the United City, why not? Why not? You need to get on it right now. Make it so. Make it so. Give Kev a follow. And, of course, follow the Football Manager Therapy podcast as well. Google Translate pronounces the I in Larissa quite strongly. Larissa. I don't know. If anyone just tunes in now, he's got Larissa. It's not great content. It's Larissa. Very much looking forward to starting my save in Greece. Pronunciations are on point. Kev, how's Chelsea? Brilliant content. Don't know what about. Evening FM Mikey, welcome in, pal. Tony, what have I ended into? I've got no idea. Alarisa and Liga MX. I know it sounds like it does sound as I was getting a little bit close to Mexican, wasn't it? But yeah, there's the clip. See, I suggest we get clips going in, and it's like, yeah, now we'll do it. I've also recorded it for as a TikTok as well. Right, give me a page number, somebody. This is going to turn into an international incident before long. I don't mean it. I don't mean it to do that. Wrapping halloumi fries for dinner. Oh, here we go, Luffy. Little Speedy Gonzalez is what you're thinking. Yeah, I need to be less Speedy Gonzalez and more Stelios Yiannakopoulos. It's always one or the other, isn't it? Gotta clip it. You got to. To report an international war crime. Yeah, how's the stream? Well. It's funny you should say that. There is no more stream. Page 35. Let's see what David Ginello's got to say. Hopefully it's not about landmines or pasta this week. It was also about the time that Eric Cantona would... Oh, well, you remember that time we didn't play for France. Okay, let's have a little nosy, shall we? Story time with David. The other players may have been expecting me to react and to say something at the meeting, but my first thoughts were for the team, and I did not want to unsettle the other lads just a couple of hours before such a big game. I had done so in the past, and I had saw it had been unhelpful, so this time I decided not to say anything. This might be about landmines, actually. I was expected to be mature because I was 32 years old, a senior member of the team, and I did my best to keep my cool because I felt that was the right thing to do. But inside, I wanted to shout. I wanted to stand up and say, "What's going on here? Hey, Mr. Graham, can you not tell me why you're doing this, please? Why are you not playing me?" Fallout with George Graham at Tottenham. It's difficult for me sometimes. When you're the manager, you can express yourself when you're unhappy or unhappy. If you want to shout at players, it's easy because you're the person in charge. But for a player, it's difficult. But I always tried to keep my cool. I tried to think what possible motive Graham would have for leaving me out of the team. There was nothing wrong with my form. In fact, it was good. I trained really hard for this game. I frightened the Germans in the first leg. And as I said, my experience of European football was surely invaluable. There was only one thing I had done wrong, but surely Graham wouldn't have been so petty to have made that the reason for dropping me. That would have been a case of him cutting his nose off to spite his face. I'm talking about the fact that I had arrived a few minutes late that morning for the team's walk around the town together. I was sharing a room with Jose Dominguez, and the alarm call we had booked never came. We woke up late and had to rush down and catch up with the team, who had already set off on their walk. But there had been occasions in the past where someone had been late for the morning walk, and the player concerned hadn't been dropped as a punishment, so surely this could not have been the reason. So what was the reason? We're not going to find out right now, by the way. It's riveting stuff, in it. I don't think footballers should be given pens. Just putting it out there. Don't give footballers pens. No good can come from them writing things down. Yeah. Staggering, yet also not. Can't stop on that cliffhanger. Well, you know, this is how we keep you. This is how we keep you engaged, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, just, oh my god, what happens next? What happens next? They often dive to get the pens anyway. Hey-oh. I have a suggestion for Streambooks, one of Steve Booster's murder mysteries. Zeep, honestly, do you know how difficult they are to find? Like, I have tried to find those books. Okay. I don't particularly want to allow coop miners to go, but if they're willing to give me £57 million and he wants to go, then he's going to have to go, isn't he? Sell him and bring players in with better ethics. Exactly. Sell the sellout. Get him out. Get Emil Smith Rowe in. You know, that's what we're going to do. So who can we bring in then in place? Are we enjoying Atalanta? You know what, Kev? Yes, I am. I really am. Like, I'm really, really enjoying it. I think the match engine plays nicely for what we're trying to do. David Duarte, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Like, I think the match engine's playing well for how we like to play. And it's just fun, isn't it? It's just fun. You know, how are you finding it anyway? Are you enjoying it? Get the book Striker. Striker definitely is one we need to be on. But like I say, yeah, it's so difficult to find. So difficult to find. Tammy Abraham's transfer listed. £17 million. Followed. It's another David with an exotic surname. Harry Maguire's available. Here we go. Right, I'm not paying 200 grand a week for him, but you can have 400 grand. Bring in Harry Maguire. Loving the new game, but can't buy an away win from home with Chelsea have spent £700 million just about. Jesus. Cam Lossell, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Even Nomadic Striker, nice to see you, boy. Abraham won't score in Europe on season 2. Oh, well, we're still in season 1, so that's fine. Why are we loaning him? Well, I'm just trying first of all. Because I don't want to see. We'll try and lowball them because I don't want to be 12 million. Let's have a little look, shall we? Lalujo spent 1.7 billion. I saw that. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Danny Ceballos as well. He's meant to be quite good, isn't he? Would he replace Coop Miners? Very, very different player, and he's going to play a bit more behind the... Sign him immediately. Those books do not exist. I'm seeing them in the Internet Archives. This afternoon, I bet Liverpool says United City 5-0 at home, followed with a 1-0 defeat to Luton. Oof. I like you're doing Atalanta. It's a very working class area of Italy where the main industry is construction. These guys need something to smile about. Well, exactly, David. Although... to be fair, you're clearly new around here because my managerial experience does not tend to make people happy. It tends to make people go, oh, you're here. Okay, fine. Relegator release cost of £429 million. Shoot not. Right, Danny Ceballos could be an interesting one. Tammy Abraham, possible. Smith Rowe, possible. Danny Welbeck, possible. Ander Herrera. Makoko. Mukuele. Isn't he meant to be all right, Mukuele? Tony showing Atalanta the Brexit way. £7 million. He's meant to be decent, isn't he? Mukuele. Acceleration, good. Jumping reach, good. Tackling, good. I mean, we need a centre-back. Let's put £6 million in for him. Right, let's do... I tell you what, let's do 4, and then we'll do a bit of spread it, yeah? Yeah, 2.5 mil. Nord's fine. Yeah. And you know what? Let's put an actual transfer in for Harry Maguire. Let's see if we can do this, because I want to try and prove that Harry Maguire isn't a rubbish player. Everyone gives Harry Maguire too much of a bad rep. Yeah, and I think it's just football fans being mean. I found Steve Buck's striker for £197. I told you, didn't I? I told you. Honestly, you can't find it. It's so expensive. These things are like gold dust. It's that and Sampdoria shirts. You can't get them. Serie isn't ready for Welbeck and Maguire. Could you imagine? what a lineup that would be, wouldn't it? Right, here's Danny Welbeck and Maguire. £500,000 a month. How many months have we got left? A few. San Andy Carroll. I mean, if only. Zappa Costa's staying. Good. Badashile is going to be negotiated. Welbeck, Herrera, Maguire, get them in. Dave Goodger, hello pal, nice to see you in. Hope you're good. What's happening in the world? He's fine, it's not his fault, man. I couldn't be asked to work out why he looked so good at Leicester. Monaret, welcome in. Nice to see you. I forgot to reply to your comment actually in the Discord, Monaret. But you're right. Well done, of course. Yes, for yesterday, cracking result for Leicester. Was that 12 wins out of 13 now? I think so. Any early season fears have got to be kind of like being moved away, I guess. And yeah, no, appreciate the kind words about Sunderland looking like they're a half decent side. I think you're right. I think they are good, but I still think they'll not get promoted. There's a lot of Sunderland fans are still on Mowbray's back, you know, saying he's only got one way of playing, which is true, and we don't have a striker, which, despite having all summer and knowing that we needed to buy a striker, is the issue. And yeah, we haven't done that yet. But I mean, we bought a couple of strikers in, but they're just not the top strikers that you need in that division. Like, who can get you the goals, who can, win your matches and be the difference. But I mean, the recruitment we've got, we can't really complain. Like, they've done a cracking job with getting the right players in and players to sell and all that sort of stuff and changing the culture. So we're still 2 seasons ahead of where we're supposed to be. Like, we're still only supposed to be looking at mid-table. Like, we shouldn't be anywhere near the playoffs. We shouldn't be in the playoffs last year, and all that did was raise expectations, and it didn't need to be there. So yeah, let's see where we get. But it's fun. They're a good side, and they've got a bit of quality about them. So more Sunderland, please. More Sunderland. Let's have a look then at this squad matrix then. So goalkeepers, we think potentially Karneski and Musso. I mean, they're not brilliant. They're 3-star at best. If we can afford a new keeper, we'll get one. But I don't think it's desperate needs. Centre backs, we've got Scalvini. We've got Jemisti. Toloi. And we've got Kolasinac. Kolasinac, sorry. So we do need another centre half. Desperately. That's what we need. Defensive mids. Well, got Duron. Coop Miners, who's going to be leaving. And then we need some more centre midfields. Mainly Skiddle, it's been fun. Definitely back in the future stream. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, David. Pleasure seeing you. We'll see you soon. And I will pronounce your name correctly. I will at least attempt that. I can't. I started saying we'll definitely do it, and I was going, let me at least attempt it. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. It's been a pleasure having you. We'll hopefully see you soon. Defensive midfielders. Edison is kind of there or thereabouts. Maybe not good enough. Also, we've got Pabega. And then out wide, defensive winger, we've got Zappacosta. We've got Ruggeri. Players in on loan like Hauger and El Shawari. Up top is CDK, Lookman, Pasalac, sorry. And then up front is Skamaka, Muriel, Brereton. So, El Balal Toure as well. When's he coming back? Is he back? He might be back. Yes, he is. Non-EU as well. So, okay, 22-year-old striker then. Brought in for 24 million quid. He deserves a chance, at least on the bench. Okay, so strikers we might have enough then. So we definitely still need centre halves. We will need a midfielder to replace Coop Miners. Hello, Greg Mike. Welcome in. What's up, fellow ball shavers? You can join the ball shaving revolution with Manscaped. 20% off if you use the code FM Show. Manscaped.com. Get those balls shaved. Or arse shavers. Yeah, or shave your arse. It's entirely up to you. Shave anywhere. Shave anything you can shave. It might not work on your head, but try. I shave my arse now. It feels like I've got worms. Yeah, there you go. We share a lot around here. We share a lot. Don't share arse hair. Mikuele possibly on loan to Newcastle. That's not great, is it? I don't suppose anyone in Saudi wants Paul Ward. I started doing the video of British Steel, and even Scott Chapman, welcome in, pal. I started doing the British Steel video, and I got to the Paul Ward bit, and I was trying to explain Paul Ward to people who obviously didn't see Paul Ward before. And yeah, I think I've just about explained it. But yeah, let's agree to that deal, shall we? Man United respond to the Maguire deal, right? Get that in as well. Arsenal responded to the Smith Rowe offer. For how much is... They want 5 million quid, and it might rise to 34. 34 million seems reasonable, right? For Smith Rowe? I don't like having to pay for these players, but pay for loans, but how much is he going to cost to buy? 31 million. We haven't got that money right now. I like the so what I do like, so active interest, okay? Reason, looking to generate funds before making an offer as they currently lack the financial power to do so. Focusing on the priority target for that position, but keeping close track just in case. Very interesting, isn't it? Scott Chapman was at Leicester versus Sunderland. Really good match. Sunderland by far the best team we've played so far. Literally, we were just saying exactly the same thing to Monaret there, Chapman. They're a good side, Sunderland. They really are. And like, I think it's going to be that situation where they'll be up there or thereabouts. Probably, I think they might tail off. But, I mean, if we finish top 10, we'd take it. Yeah? But I think that we need to just focus on not... We need to... This is going to sound really silly. We need to focus on not looking to focus on promotion. We just need to keep... Like, you know, like when you're on a dark road, right? And you can only see a couple of hundred yards ahead and you got your headlights on. That's all something you need to keep doing. Just literally... Just see the 200 yards in front. See 200 yards in front. That's all you need. Yeah, nothing else. Harry Maguire is interested in discussing terms. This is what it's all about, right? He plays so well, just can't finish. That's the thing. This is what happens, you know. This is why we should have brought a striker in January in the summer, but sadly we didn't. I mean, sadly we're not going to get 145 million hour, 145 grand a week for Harry Maguire. Ligeri, 15. Anders Jorgensen at Southampton. Right, let's get you in. Sign Osimhen. Yeah. I'll just sign Victor Osimhen. That's what I'll do. If I can't sign Tammy Abraham, I don't think I'll be able to get Osimhen. But yeah. Injuries wise, I mean, look, everyone complains about injuries, but it's part and parcel of A, it's part and parcel of the game, and B, it's not that bad. Goalkeeper injuries I've seen a lot of, which is good because before we saw no goalkeeper injuries ever, and now, although you know what, since we've had the first couple of goalkeeper injuries, don't say it out loud, Tony. Don't say it out loud. You know what I'm about to say. Since the first couple, we've not seen that many since then. You know? And with Caleb Chukwuemeka playing for Alfreton, ended up being shit. Really? 33. I've got 10 long-term injuries. Chelsea have some really good runs if wanting some players on loan. It's not a bad shout, Kev. Why did I say that? I don't know, Luffy. I knew the second I was saying it, I was like, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Buy a keeper now, just in case. Just in case. It's not a bad shout, actually. We need 17 goalkeepers. Might need a second mortgage to get them in on loan, though. Yeah, the costs are ridiculous, aren't they? Dominic Adrian. 60 grand a week for Adrian. Really? Dennis Seaman, isn't he meant to be he's meant to be a big name player in the future, isn't he? What's Dominic Solanke doing your save? Nothing, I hope. I hope he's a paper boy or something now. Dominic Solanke, I'm hoping he's still at Bournemouth. Still at Bournemouth. What's Jordan Ibe doing? Currently playing non-league football there. Hall, Santos, Casadi, Gusto might be worth having a look at, depending on what position you need. What we need is we need a centre back. So we've had a loan deal accepted for Badashile, which is interesting. So Chelsea have accepted a bid for Badashile. We've discussed a contract with Mukwele, which we think is probably not going to happen. I think he'll end up going somewhere else. Jakob Kiwior is also possibly discussing a deal with us for a loan. So that might be reasonable. Emil Smith-Rowe, we're trying to get him in. And that's where we're at the minute. That's before we've spent the money that's coming in for Coop Miners. Bailey Cadamato and DJ Pedro, there's the ones. That's the deals right there. And Paul Ward. Get Paul Ward in. So let's keep that finance in there. Then can just try and adjust the wage. What's Blakey doing? Blakey's so good, isn't he? Blakey is so good. Actually, is worth finding out, isn't it? He might not be in because we haven't got the database loaded up. That's all I'm thinking, right? Renford, he wasn't. We could never find him. He was just a made up one. Maxo was made up as well. Christerberg was made up. Damjanovic was made up. So, Brennan Diaz has been recalled. He hasn't made enough first team football. He played 12 matches. He scored 3 goals. So, right, fair enough. He is still listed though, so we could potentially go and buy him. It is frustrating. Or the keeper from East 5. I love that. All the players you could have mentioned on the podcast, you mentioned Maxo. Yeah. I know. I had to get Maxo mentioned. Edison's unhappy. Right, you know what, Edison? Be unhappy all you want. You can leave. Okay? Offer out via transfer room. There you go. Christopher was made up. Who was behind all of his songs then? Yeah, it was me. It was me all along. Vince McMahon in it. That's right. Regani's still on quite a lot of money, so we might not get him going. I was not so keen to recall if you go against them. I'd find a player recalled 5 games because I play him as a ball-playing defender rather than a centre-back. Can't believe it until you hear Tony sing Lady in Red. Lady in Red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here. See, I tell you, it's me, told you. It's just you and me. It's where I want to be. I hardly know. There's beauty by my side. Take it all back. yeah, it's not me at all, is it? I mean, put it this way, I'm never going to win. I'm never going to win a singing contest, am I? Never. There's more chance of me winning a bloody PvP tournament. That's how bad I am at singing, you know. But just wait until the FM show live show, then it's all karaoke. Keep that up from being forced to read page 36. Mrs. J is a lucky one. Mrs. J doesn't drink half as heavily as you'd expect her to. You know, like, if I was Mrs. J, right, I would be drunk constantly to have to put up with me. I'd be like, oh, God, I just can't. He's doing his thing again. Like, why is he here? Like, was Christopher in the stream singing? Exactly. That's exactly what was happening there. I'm glad you noticed it. Why is Tony J? Yeah, that's exactly it. Right, I'm starting to think that we just try and pay the money for Smith Rowe. But I don't know if we've got 31 million. We don't really need to buy Smith Rowe, if that makes sense. But at the same time, we do. Right, new set piece coach is in. PSV have signed Hatterbauer. That's fine. That's at the end of the season. Right, Badashile in on loan. That should be reasonable, shouldn't it? Monthly fee, 150 grand, 300 grand unused. Agreed playing time, regular starter. Where will he play Smith Rowe? Because he covers a lot, doesn't he? He does. What I might play him is, I might play him just behind in the number 10 role. What I'd love him to do, and I don't think he can, I'd love him to play as the Volante and travel from deep. Ironically, to replace Coop Miners would be amazing, but I don't think he's got the defensive capabilities to do that. Maybe he has, actually. Maybe he has. Evening, Chip Thompson. Thumbs, how are we? Welcome in. So Badashile has come in on loan. That's not a bad signing. That's pretty good. Yeah. Smith Rowe struggle. What, getting... Because it's technically a box-to-box midfielder role, isn't it? And Coop Miners is realistically a deep line playmaker. What's Smith Rowe doing? He's an advanced playmaker. He can play a little bit deeper. Dribbling's good. Determination's good. He's not really got the jumping reach, so he might not be able to sort of intercept or anything. Just Melner, has anyone told you your name sounds like an expensive whiskey which you can only get at the best airports around the world? They have mentioned it, Just Melner, yeah. It has come up once or twice, particularly when I try and spell my name and people go, how do you spell your name? And I go, JMESWN, like the whiskey. But yeah, I don't think I'm entitled to any of the fortune, sadly. I don't think so. But we'll see. If anyone can find a link to work out whether I am entitled to any of the Jameson fortune, or sorry, let me rephrase that, because that makes it sound like I'm in it just for the money, right? If anyone can find whether I'm connected to the Jameson whiskey family, please feel free. Reach out, and let's try and get that link up. I mean, I'm more of a single malt man myself, but hey, for the basis of it, right? For the basis of me being nice, let's try and work out whether or not that's how Jameson I am. Yeah, there's a weird thing though. Here's like tangents again. Okay, I was talking about tartans. Okay, tangents, right? I was talking about tartans with a friend of mine a little while back, and I was looking at because I've got a family tartan, you see, and we were talking about Scottish weddings and stuff, and they were saying, look, did you wear a kilt to Scottish weddings? And I was like, well, I didn't wear a kilt because the tartan I've got is quite rare, so it's quite expensive, so I haven't got a kilt. But I would like to have worn one to my wedding, but my dad was going to have none of it. So I was like, right, we didn't bother with that. So basically, when we go up to Scotland for family functions and that, everyone's all kilted up. And Mrs. J was like, do you want one? I was like, well, kind of, yeah, maybe, actually. We'll see. So we'll have a think about it. And the interesting thing is, see, because so my grand's Scottish, my granddad isn't. So all my Scottish side is from my grand's side. And I was always led to believe that the tartan that we had was from my granddad's side, because his dad was Irish. So we've got an Irish tartan. Rather than my gran, who's Scottish, we haven't got a Scottish side of it. And I'm looking at this, like, it's a beautiful tartan anyway. And for years, so I'm 43, right? So for 43 years, I've been led to believe that the tartan that I've got is from my granddad's side of the family. And then it turns out, when I'm busy showing my friend this tartan here, that Jameson is the fucking tartan as well. Like, it's the same, it's literally the same tartan. Like, it's all within the same clan. And I'm like, fuck it, no one's ever thought of telling me that. I mean, granted, given my I suppose some of you might not know, but given my family history, there's probably a reason I wasn't told that. But still, there I am. I've been led to believe all this time it was from somewhere else, but I was like, no, it's literally right there in front of me. So yeah, so I do have a tartan, and it's lovely. Okay, it's lovely. It's dark blue, it's green with a bit of red in it. Oh, so nice, so nice. But yeah, maybe I am related to the whiskey people. We will see. I could do a live unboxing of what is it? A live unboxing of Ancestry.com. Do that. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh god, that could be dangerous actually. Is that the same clan with your grandparents' cousins? No, it's not like that. It's like that. No, the names are all classed as clans in terms of how you get your tartans. John Jameson, who founded the company, came from Alloa. I mean, my family are all Paisley, so it probably isn't them actually. Hence the St Mirren link. See, that's the outfit for the November the 6th sword. As RDF got a tartan. Oh, do you reckon? I reckon RDF would look mint in a kilt. Do you know, I could see him doing that. And you know what? This is going to sound really weird. I could see RDF wearing a black leather kilt. I'd imagine that would be his vibe. I think he'd go like over the top flamboyant. But I reckon he'd wear a black leather kilt. With trainers. RDF's got a new tartan every week. There's that, yeah. There is that. Yeah, just starting a new clan. This is my Sunday night tartan. It's the one. Yeah, if you haven't got yourselves got your tickets for the live show, do get yourselves on there. Where's the link to buy FM? Did you get a copy of it? My mate is going to buy it. Yeah, you can get FM24, this link here. Use my code TJFM at checkout. That's £35.05. Do I get a chop of it? Yeah, we get a little bit. We get a little kickback, which is great. So it does help support the channel. So if you do use that link, that would be much appreciated. It'd be very, very nice. And yeah, of course, everything we get goes back in the channel. You know that. Like, so things like subs go straight back in the channel. I know we're sort of saying that anyone who's subbed can get a copy, get drawn into a copy for winning the game this month. So we'll do that before the full release. So yeah. But yeah, it all goes back in. Have I been known to rock a kilt? Is there any photographic evidence for your next PvP for? I haven't actually. I must admit, I haven't actually worn one. I haven't worn one. But I've got the legs for it. Definitely got the legs for it. But sadly not. There's no photographic evidence of me in a kilt just yet. And I'm just thinking, I don't think there's another Scottish wedding coming up anytime. Well, actually, there is. There is one coming up soon, but I don't know if we're going to be able to go to it. Ian and Bernie Sconmaker, how are you, pal? Back from the Celtic game. There we go. What was the crack then? What happened there? See, the issue here is just it's the wages, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I'm going to try and see if we can get a bid going in. Is that right? £34 million was what I was trying to go for, was it? 18 and 15, let's go. Let's try. 25 mil. Just love conceding in Europe. Good performance, though. Rodgers surprised he switched back to a 3 halfway through the second half. So who are you playing? Who did you play tonight? I am massively out of any of the actual football, so... Oh, look at Riggy. Oh, my word. Midfielder, defensive midfield, attacking midfield, right and centre. Look at this lad. Oh. Yeah, he looks all right, doesn't he? He looks like he's going to be fine. I wonder if we can get him into... Can we get him to Greece? That'll be interesting, won't it? Atletico Madrid 2-2 went ahead twice. Oh, you know what? We'd take that, wouldn't we? Like, you know, you'd definitely take that. Two against Atletico Madrid. At least you're sort of in there or thereabouts, isn't it? New FM's great. New FM is really, really good. I must admit, it's faster. It processes faster. The game itself is really smart. Yes, Pokes, how are you, man? Welcome in. If there's any chance you aren't following Pokes, then why not? What have you done with your time? You need to go and give Pokes a follow, by the way. He's one of my favourite people on the internet, and definitely in the FM space as well. Welbs are on their way to Wembley. I mean, I don't... Potentially, there must be like a... They must have all got tickets to go to a final, because there's no way that Pokes has taken the team to Wembley, surely. Danny Welbeck has sent Brighton to Wembley. Wow. Rather, sorry to break a corner by save scumming on one game. No. No. Drove past it on the way to Wolves. That's what I thought, Murph. Exactly. There's no way that Pokes is taking a team to Wembley unless it's to watch another team. Hey, should we go to Wembley? Yeah, why? Because cup finals on, we're going to have a watch. It'd be great. Maybe we can learn. We've been named in the Archbishop of Brighton. I love it. Mate. Danny Russo. Should we get him? Right, we're going to manage Greece. That's a reference, isn't it? Danny Russo? Greece? Possibly? Yeah, that'll do. He can be the assistant manager. Or Yapstam. Is Yapstam the best idea? It's certainly the angrier idea, isn't it? Go to Wembley to watch McFly play. It's a reference I don't even get, Pokes, but good. Welcome in. How was your holiday, by the way? Welcome in, everyone who's brand new. Welcome to Atalanta. We'll be here until the main game comes out, of course, on the 6th of November. 6th of November we'll be in Nottingham doing a FM Show Live podcast, which I'm sure Pokes has told you all about already. Evening, Murphy. I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed, by the way. Evening, Owen. How are we? Any old beauty old school dropout could make that Grease reference, to be honest. I mean, that sounds like a Grease reference as well. Bear in mind, I've never seen Grease. This is going to make this save a bit more tricky. Yeah, I've not seen Grease, and I'm off to do Build a Nation Grease as our main save. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll start that on the 7th of November. Am I missing out though? I think it was Electric. I mean, but so was Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant, and I wasn't massively bothered about that really. Grease is the word. Wait, wrong Grease. Yeah, Grease. I mean, Grease is definitely a word. It's more of a noun, a proper noun, if anything. Can't wait for the live show. I could read it with a bit of a blowout. Get it done, Barton. Absolutely. Murph, of course, as well. Welcome in. It's a pleasure to see you. And yeah, Murph's trying to work out whether he's going to be there. Wait, is a bird no longer the word? I don't know. Maybe the Bird app. The Bird app is Twitter. That's what it is. Birds to words is Twitter or something. I'm not sure. 32 million for Smith Rowe. Coop Miners is going to go off to do what he's done. Smith Rowe, maybe. I'm discussing with a local creator. If he's able to do it with us, we'll soon know. Oh, okay. Excellent. He's gone to redacted, yeah. Coop Miners has stopped playing football. Coop Miners has gone off to spread the good word by never speaking about the good word. Right, reject that. We're not letting these players go out because we need to keep... He died. Yeah, he's dead. Sorry. Yeah, it was that. So Makwele has gone to Newcastle and Yap Stam could become assistant manager. He's gone to his home world, yeah. Let's delay Yap Stam being our assistant manager because I think that could be quite fun. I don't believe you've never watched Grease with that pompadour you're rocking. No, seriously, like, it's not a film that would be on my radar, to be honest. I'm aware that stylistically, people would think that, but I don't know. I don't know. Is Yap Stam the answer? I mean, we've already tried to buy Harry Maguire, but he didn't want the wage. Like he wanted too much wages. Yap is the answer. I think it is better than Danny Russo. I mean, Danny Russo is technically a better manager, but I'm more I'm more scared of Yap Stam. So I think we go with Yap Stam, don't we? Go Yap. Sorry for trying to say delay, but yes, can we do that now, please? Yap's in. Up the Yap, here we go. What can possibly go wrong? Has Yap Stam done anything that I would find morally reprehensible, by the way, at this point? It's something I should ask. Get a second assistant manager, bring in Roy Keane. Oh, yeah. That's a good shout. Apart from the fact he played for Lazio, yeah, there is that. No one's going to be late for the meeting now that Yap's in. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, then again, like, are we going to then demonise players like Diego Simeone and Beppe Signori? We probably should, shouldn't we? Really, if you've done that, then yes, you probably should be demonised. So Coop Miners has gone. Good riddance to him. Wouldn't stop David Ginola from turning up late. Oh, he would. Yeah, there'd be no chance Ginola would be late if he knew that the situation was you're going to get told off by Yapstam. Up there with clearly, and he's sliding in the ultras versus Keane. Yap is definitely someone who's in charge of the manager. It's true, yeah. Yeah, I'm now going to turn up on time. Do you know what I mean? I'm making sure I'm there. No, I'm not waiting for anything else to happen. Right, Pabega can go in. Muriel's injured. They're playing Empoli. Thankfully, injuries have kicked in. Toloi and how long's Muriel out for? 7 days. Ruggieri suspended. Lookman international duty. How big's the squad? Squad's massive. It's Italy. You're allowed like 99 players or something. So, but everyone's out on loan and you can have 15 subs. So that's just how Italy does it. And we do now need a striker because obviously if they've taken away evening, Salisha, welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're good. I mean, in 6 days' time, we could really do with signing Emil Smith Rowe in that time, couldn't we? Montpellier on back. Let's not let that happen. Holy moly, I'm stuck with 25 in Norway. Yeah, sometimes the squads can be a bit tricky, can't they? El Shawarik left defensive midfielder shouts issues. No. It's not defensive midfield. It's a pressing winger. Murph. Yeah. He's got all the capabilities of getting up and down. We could move him forward. We could. But we've obviously got we're looking at how he might work, you know? Bring Ahmad back on loan. Oh, actually, he has gone and he did support somebody, didn't he? So I don't know if that's a great idea. He's listed for loan though. We could do it. Maybe. I mean, what we could do there is we could put him there. Hauger is probably a little bit more creative, possibly, than El Shawari. I mean, El Shawari can sort of play everywhere, really. Right, let's get Yapstam to start kicking things around as well. So, right, we couldn't afford the 100 grand that Harry Maguire wanted for his wages. I mean, we could still get him in though. On loan, possibly. Just reject all these. Negotiations. Has that gone up again? Dennis Seaman's coming in now, is he? Right, there we've got another goalkeeper in, that's fine. Zé Maria. "13 players out with injuries as well for Rada." Jesus. Yeah, get those Norwegian wonder kids in. That's what you want, right? Right, Diallo's a possibility. do feel as though I might have to double check that though, because let's say he did post support for someone, so I might cancel that. Ruggieri, come off. We've got 3 goalkeepers on the bench. This is crazy, absolutely crazy. I've never seen it, Parnell. Nice to see you in, by the way. Welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you as always. Yeah, no, I've never seen it. Like, so this is the thing, right? And I don't know whether this is like, I don't know what would be the thing in it? Like, I'm a 32-year-old. I'm a 43-year-old man. So, like, when would Greece have come into my life? Is the question, I suppose. Yeah, when would that have been? Like, all right, Tony, now it's time for you to watch Greece. I truly admire stands not picking players who've done dodgy stuff, but above that too, honestly, I admire your ability to accurately remember them all. Basically, what I do, Kev, is I just presume that every footballer is a bad person, and then I think about the 3 players that I know who aren't bad people, and then I go like, oh, cool, now we're in new gen territory. That's why I love long-term saves and get into the new gen bit, because in the new gen world, clearly they're all fine, and I wouldn't know any issues with them because they're made up players. Which Greece team are we starting our save with? Asked George. We're starting with Larissa. I don't know how we pronounce it, but we're going to go with Larissa. They're in the 2nd division, and they won the championship in 1988. And they're the last team, I believe, or possibly even the only team, who aren't from the Athens or Salonika area, and therefore it was a big deal for them winning the title. Hauger, Zappacosta, New Gen's the goodest of good boys. Exactly, Luffy. Can't say they're not as well. Can't say they're not. Here's a content idea: start a fake news website dedicated to whistleblowing, dodgy behaving New Gens. Yes, there is that. That's true. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Anders Maxo would be the lead article. They can have bad personalities and like real players. Never see a real player go clubbing. Exactly. Never. Not in this game. Not in this game. You can't. But those New Gens. Oh, pesky New Gens. Another player in the history you haven't mentioned, Nikos Dabizas. Do you remember Nikos Dabizas, actually? Also, Vrissi Rivas, I always remember. I think he played for PAOK Salonika. I always remember him in the game search because it was like loads of V's and Y's and Z's. I was like, yeah, he's probably great. Based entirely on that. Okay, so Empoli have built up nicely here. Oof. Could sign the other 2 Hoyland brothers in memory of Rasmus. In memory of him? He's not dead, is he? I think so. Oh, hello, Gem Thoughts. Sorry, mate. I forgot. I didn't see you as you came in through there with the Pokes raid there. So, welcome in, sir. But also, bye, I believe. So, it's awkward, isn't it? Hope you're well, Gem. It is. Gone to Man United dead is almost the same. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Must be hard, isn't it, being a football fan and, not watching a team win something for 10 years and go, well, that's it, that's us done. Yeah. See you soon. If not in person, everyone go to Nottingham. Everybody, yeah, that's right, Jem. Everybody go to Nottingham. Jem's going and he lives in the same city as me. He's going all the way to Nottingham to see me. So, yeah, come to Nottingham for the FM show. Oh, Pabega. What about that? Did that go in off the goalkeeper? Let me see that. Right. Is this... What's happened here? He takes the volley, doesn't he? Oh, no, it's in off the post and the bar. What a finish. Evening, the Dr. Christopher. How are you, pal? Welcome in. What a strike that was. To think he's not been playing either. Babega was great on 23. Oh, was he? Okay. Because, yeah, we just bought him just like at the start of the game because it was like, oh, there's a midfielder going from Milan. And, yeah, we've not really played him, to be honest. I think prior to Greece save, we did Greece watch along. Part of me thinks you're right. Enough the stanchion, yes, that was back in the day. Part of me thinks you're right, Parnell, but part of me also doesn't want to. What I'd rather watch is Jason and the Argonauts and do that and go, right, this is what it's going to be like. It's going to be us versus skeletons on the beach. Greece came out so long ago, it's probably in the public domain by now. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's also mentioned as well Georgios Samaras at some point. If you're going to watch Grease, then you have to do Grease 2 because it's also a great movie. Well, I mean, this is the thing. Like Mrs. J, as I've already told you before, Mrs. J one night sang the Grease 2 soundtrack at me when she was drunk, and I didn't even know there was a Grease 2. So, I mean, I was a lucky husband that night. And so was one of my mates who's a comedian as we drove back from a gig, and he was not expecting that. See you soon, Pokes. A pleasure. Pleasure to have you, mate. Thank you so much for the raid again. And obviously, Welbeck's off to Wembley. We'll definitely come and check him out, shall we? That's what we'll do. Murph as well, my guy. We'll see you soon, buddy. El Shawari. What a finish. 2-0. Samaras is back at Celtic tonight during the half-time draw. What a gorgeous man. Isn't he just? Isn't he? I love that Welbeck emote, by the way. Hauger to El Shawari. Look at the whip on that. The animation for him to get his body round it and whip it. That's lovely. You didn't get that on FM23. Certainly didn't get that FM22. FM10 didn't have that. What a goal. Look class. We've given the ball away though. Oh. Offside, possibly? I don't think it is, though. I think it's maybe not. Goal awarded. There we go. Is it close? No. No, it's not even close. He's miles on. Miles onside. Did you convince producer Steve to get FM24 yet? Well... I don't know. I don't know, Heathcote. I've got no idea what he's going to do. Like, we're recording the next episode this week, at the back end of the week, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm not particularly hopeful that he'll have it. I think it's going to be a really interesting podcast series where we're talking about one game and he's talking about 2 games previous. Like, it's a weird one, isn't it? I'm sure he will get it. He must do. But then again, he didn't get FM23, so... Should have made it part of his contract. Yeah. Hauger. Oh. See? Not like the FMT boys all in on it, aren't they? Network saves flying through as well. It's almost a bit at this point, isn't it? Isn't it? Like, it's just... He's not having it. Steve's not doing it. Get Darun out for Pasalic. Network save is so much fun. Yeah, well, obviously we raided in on Monday, so that was nice to see that you were all having fun with it. So recap it then Kev. Recap where we're at with the network save. So if people wanted to go and catch up on the VODs, or obviously we'll speak about it on the FM on FMT. Also, how's your beta save going as well, Kev? Evening, Johnny D. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. And you know what, Johnny? First things first, What's this about the Vikings beating the Niners? Do you know what I mean? You were all doom and gloom on Sunday, weren't you? You were just like, oh, like, oh. In fact, it was even Monday night. You were like, oh, just don't tell me anything. Like, this is going to be horrific. And all of a sudden, the 49ers, 2 losses on the bounce. Granted, you played amazing. But, see, there's something there. All it takes is Kirk Cousins, the man who again says horrible things, but just to play a bit of Creed. And it's like, oh, can you forgive what he says? He plays Creed? No, you can't. But yeah, big result, massive result. CDK just over the top. Lovely ball out wide is Hatterbauer. CDK, Skamaka, deflected out for a corner. Strange feeling. Embrace that feeling, Johnny. Embrace it. This could be the turnaround for the season for you. Yeah, that's what it's all about, right? Okay, 5 minutes left. We don't want to step back because this is what we did against Lazio and then we conceded, but to be fair, you used to losing those games. Those 12 in the 98 championship final that we lost. That crushed my fandom. Oh, mate. That's the thing. There's certain matches which just test you as a sports fan, isn't there? United City started bright and got sacked first season. This is the network save recap, by the way, chat. Got the Fulham job as of Monday, qualified season 3 for the Champions League. Rich started at Leicester. Third season was going wrong, so jumped ship when he got the Man United job. Mid-table for him, but he took over in 15th, which is fine. Jebberu's been at Wolves all the way through, was close to the Premier League title in season 3, but eventually finished 4th. Wow. It's all going on, isn't it? It's all going on. If only the 49ers kicker could kick. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a decent length kick that he should have done against the Browns. Should he have scored it? Maybe, but look, it happens. It happens. Scott, 93 games. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Very kind. Like, I think the reaction was a bit over the top. The problem is that we've been spoilt by having, Robbie Gould, who's been incredible as a kicker, and like there's just so much confidence whenever he steps up and takes a kick. To then have a new guy in to be like, he might miss, and it's like, shit, he did miss. Damn, why did we get rid of Gould who didn't miss? So that's where it is. You know what I mean? No, we're not paying 200 grand a month for Harry Maguire's wages. No chance. Old corner kick United City FM, is it? Okay. We've not even played around with set plays. That's going to be a Larissa thing, I think. Oh, I've just seen something. Just seen something that might be interesting, but please don't let us get our hopes up and then have them crushed. Two misses against the Vikings, costing the game. I mean, we also, so what was it? It was like 22-11 or something. So not just those kicks. That's the thing. It's not just the kicks. Like, it's all part and parcel of something. Like, I'm surprised we've lost 2 games, to be honest. But if we can still get to the Super Bowl, which I think we can, and I think we certainly get to the championship games, then I think we're in for something. I have to adjust this again. How much has this got to come down in order to get Smith Rowe? Still more. $72, is that going to be enough? Oh dear. 74. I think we might. I think we might have just signed Emil Smith Rowe. And if we have, that is huge. We play Juventus in how many days? 6 days. New intermediary suggestion. Brereton Diaz. There's a surprise. Oh, hello, Brereton Diaz. Would you be interested in signing for us? Oh, interesting. It's funny how your club took him back, isn't it? Do you have your staff fortnightly meeting? Do you have your staff meeting fortnightly and ignore it more than monthly and ignore it? Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, it's the beta. We don't have to be massively involved in these sorts of things, but yeah, I do. To be honest, just ignore away. I might pay a little bit more attention when in the Builder Nation. We'll see. There's definitely going to be a point to that later on, but I've not. Yes is the answer, actually. Yeah, I just ignore it. Yeah, I should really have just turned it off completely. Diallo. I'm going to delay Diallo because I'm not sure. Poor staff calling to work twice and he don't bother showing up. Yap Stam does the meetings now. Yap Stam takes charge of those meetings. Yeah, he's there. He's like, look, I'll sort it out. Don't worry. Like, good on you, Yap. Let's fly through this, shall we? Could still do with another central midfielder. Given the fact that we have sold Coop Miners. Oh, sorry, Coop Miners left, obviously. Brazilian Fury, welcome in. Nice to see you. Appreciate the bits. Very kind. That's very kind. Thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate the content. Thank you. Mikel Balsa. Manny Trigueros. Practical signing. Tom Kearney. Dennis Pratt. John Fleck. Dele Alli. Dele Alli could come in and play as my Volante. Maybe. I feel like I'm turning Atalanta into Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, he couldn't, Zeke, really. He couldn't. I've said it out loud and he can't. I was like, that's a great idea. Which, by what I mean is, it's a terrible idea. Why am I trying to sabotage a reasonable team? I'm having a lovely time, right? We're winning games. We're just about to sign Emil Smith Rowe, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, do you know what we should do? Is we should just shoot ourselves in the foot. Why am I the way I am? I don't know. Additionally, also rewatching Football Manager Ruin My Life stand-up special. But, oh, mate, appreciate that. Thank you. It's one of those ones, isn't it? You can go back to it. Thank Christ, you've seen Sense so quickly. Yeah. I was just like, no, you can't. You really can't. I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know why I thought I could say that out loud. Next thing I'll do is check the job centre. I will check it. I will. It's not there. Don't worry. It's not there. It's not even under pressure. Ange's though. We go to Tottenham. You're not used to winning. No, I'm not. Not at all. I feel very much. I just feel like I'm in the wrong I feel discombobulated. Back to Spurs. Well, this is what I'm thinking. Like, what we'll do is we'll sign Smith Rowe for Atalanta, and then we'll go back to Spurs. No one telling the Blythe Spartans job is open. Oh, I can't. I genuinely can't do the Blythe Spartans job. Mariba. He's a footballer, isn't he? As well, he's meant to be half decent. He won 20 trophies last year. Yeah, I know. But I need to keep playing up this whole thing of I'm not very good at the game. Like, I know that I can be. I know I can be. I could do a Smith Rowe in before the Juventus game as well. Come on, Smith Rowe. Sign on that dotted line. Stay humble. That's it, innit? That's it. You know? Palace one, Pasalic, no, not yet. He's not going away just yet. If you're looking for midfielders, Arthur Veerman looks like one for the future. We haven't really got time for the future, to be honest. We want someone who's going to fit in here and now, really, because we've only really got 12 days left of the early access. And we're not going to be continuing this as we go into the. I looked at Hannibal. I know. Don't worry. There's a lot. I also looked at Dele Alli, so I wouldn't necessarily take a lot of what I've done as read as be like, oh, this makes sense. None of it makes sense, really. FM had a big win against Crewe on Tuesday, 10 games in a row, 2 points top of the table. Love being a Stockport County fan. Yeah, there you go. Loving the podcast. Listeners got to play an FM. Sorry, loving the podcast. Listen as I play FM. Got a question. Will there be more FM podcast live shows? It'll take me a few hours if I had a ticket for the live show in 1 or 2 weeks' time. Yeah, well, I mean, it'll take us a couple of hours to get there as well, because obviously we don't live in Nottingham. But yes, there will be some more shows. We're trying to work out how we do it. We've got a bit of interest for 2 cities, so there'll be sometime next year. But yeah, if we can get like, say, 4 or 5 shows or whatever, that'd be great. If we can get 10, it'd be incredible. But I think like 4 or 5 will be quite decent. Spread them out like every couple of months, you know. Or maybe do it as a little teeny tiny tour or whatever. Could be quite good fun. But yeah, we will have to see. We'll have to see. Definitely let us know where we should be coming. Will there be anywhere near Manchester? Maybe. We are in talks. Well, we are in talks with Liverpool. There's a venue at Liverpool that have said we can go and put something on, which would be quite cool. And it's a club that I've used before, so that'd be great. And there's also another potential for a show in the Midlands. I won't say whereabouts in the Midlands, but in the Midlands. So, and hopefully Glasgow would be quite nice. Birmingham, I will tell you, it's Birmingham. Birmingham's where we're hoping for. Glasgow we're hoping for as well. And Liverpool. I mean, there's a venue I use in Belfast, which is amazing. But I don't know whether we'll get Belfast booked in or not just yet. We'll have to wait and see, because it all depends upon how popular the podcast gets. Because, you know, if it gets more popular, then obviously we can get more chance of convincing venues to take us on. So anywhere like Bedford, for example, yeah. As I say, like I have no idea when it comes to this sort of stuff. Like, I'll be the one booking it in, I'm guessing. I'll obviously be using contacts that I've used before. If someone comes up and there's a place that we can go and do it, then yeah, of course I'll approach them and see what they can do. But it's all about having the right venue, having an area where we think we can sell enough tickets as well, obviously, because even for Nottingham in a couple of weeks, we're sort of going, okay, I'm thinking we can. I'm still thinking we can shift a few more. I don't think we've sold as many as I was expecting to sell, given what I think. Like I think we've sold decent, but I still think we can grind out a few more. I think the game coming out on the same day hasn't helped, but I also don't think it's been a massive inconvenience really. But we can do Nottingham. That'd be fun. Let's say Liverpool, Glasgow, Birmingham. Like, it's all going to be places that are fairly... It's fairly cosmopolitan, I suppose, really. Like, but then again, some of the shows that I did as part of the tour were like, you wouldn't have expected to sell out that many tickets. And the shows were great. So, it all depends. Like, Swindon, I sold 100 tickets in Swindon. So... And they don't seem to respect you, the Swindon lot. Great comedy club here in Minneapolis. Get it done. Get it locked down. We're off to Minneapolis. That'll be mega. I would love to do that. Could you imagine, like, doing a Football Manager podcast show in Minneapolis? Like, how class would that be? To about 3 people. Bedford's very cosmopolitan. Absolutely shit's more the word. Yeah. Well, I know Bedford very, very well. You know, I used to live there as well. So, but the thing is with Bedford, of course, is that it's an hour from London. So, people will just jump on the train and go to London. But there's a couple of decent venues there, though, and it's just trying to work out, you know, the right places. Scandinavia's got a big Football Manager fan base as well, so that's always on my list to go and do some shows in like Norway and Sweden and Denmark. That would be awesome. But again, I mean, who knows? Who knows? The thing I've learned about Football Manager is to never underestimate what you can do with it. Like that Football Manager ruined my life was the perfect example of that. I didn't think we'd end up doing more than 5 minutes to stand up for it. Didn't think I'd do 5 minutes to stand up. Didn't think I'd get a show out of it. Didn't think it would sell. Didn't think it would tour. Didn't think it'd be a DVD. Didn't think I'd end up in a film. Didn't think I'd end up doing podcasts. And didn't think I'd end up doing this. Didn't think I'd have ended up working for The Athletic. Didn't think I'd end up making another podcast. And yeah, it's all right, this game, isn't it? When you think about it like that, it's mad. It's mad. And because of it, we all know each other. Penalty ref. There we go. It is a commuter town, Bedford, yeah. Large Italian community as well. Some great coffee in Bedford. Muriel. Yes. Yeah, I used to go to, you'll know this one, but I used to go to the little coffee shop in the piazza. This little circular one. There's just as you sort of walk up into town. I used to always get my coffee from there. That was good coffee. Good coffee. Got your money's worth out of FM, to say the least. I think I have, Zeep, haven't I? Like, you know what I mean? Mario needs to step itself up. I'm very glad you ended up doing all these right things that you expected to do. Yeah, thank you, Kev. Thank you. And you know what? The beautiful thing about it is I've get to meet people like Kev, like, who, like, since he's come into my life, genuinely is an incredible ray of sunshine. And I love the man to bits. It's just great to meet people who are on the right level and have a similar outlook on life to yourself. And you're just like, oh, this is cool. Like, you know, so many moments I've like sort of sent Kev a message going, Kev, I need to run this past you. What do I do here? Muriel. And that's great. You know, it's beautiful. Bedford is the largest concentration of Italian residents in the UK. I think that is true, actually, isn't it? I think there's a larger Italian community in Bedford than there is in London or something. I was there when, because I used to live there when Italy won the World Cup, and the second It did go to penalty. Did it go to penalties? No, it didn't. It was Italy versus France. It was the Zidane final. And as soon as the final whistle went, like the amount of car horns that were going off was just like ridiculous. Like all night, it was as if we were in Rome, really. Like it was carnage. Embankment was crazy that night. Yeah, absolutely, Holster. Yeah, it did go to penalty. I thought it went to penalties. That was my first thought. I was like, penalties. And I was like, oh, actually, was it penalties? Meanwhile, we're 2-1 up against Juventus at this point, by the way. We'll try and work out at what point Grosso scored the winner. Fabio Grosso. Was that the year that they were going on about, or they said that every single player in the Italian national team all played in Italy? I think that was the year. I could be wrong. I often am, but I think that was the stat. Oh, saved by the corner flag. And we've given away a penalty. I'm just looking at making a change, and we've given it up. Penalties being turned down doesn't seem to be a thing, doesn't it? That's what I've noticed. So 2-0 up, now 2-2. Okay. I've had 2 penalties called off already. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe we've just conceded blatant ones then. Maybe that's the thing. Oh. Well, to be fair, we've thrown this one away. 3-2 down. 2-0 up. Then 3-2 down. We were fine when I wasn't actually watching. Had 15 penalties in the league and conceded with 3. Nice of the defence to run away from McKennie there. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Thanks, Saz. I clocked that. I clocked it just before I saw your name there. I was just like, oh, here we go. We've got all the goalkeepers on the bench just in case. Don't want to get caught short. How are you, Saz? Hope you're good. Everyone, if you're not aware, we are of course using the Saz skin. Saz24, still in testing mode, but my word, what a fine piece of work this is. Just lurking. You lurk away. Did you recently do a gig at the Steam Machine Newton Aycliffe? Asked Luffy. I did. Stage question, says Johnny. What do I like at a comedy club? Ooh, low ceilings. I like a brick backdrop. I like a small stage where you're on top of the audience. And I like them in cabaret seating. But theatre seating works as well, but cabaret seating's nicer. Nice lights, good sound. 3-3. Attentive audience. No fucking dogs. No dogs. Disallowed? How? What? How far offside? Quite offside. And I also like the bar staff to know what they're doing. I like the bar staff to be comedy fans. Because I like them to take no shit. And I like them to sort of listen and be like, I was always taught that if you're at a long-standing comedy club and the bar staff are laughing, then you're doing a good job because they've seen and heard so much. You know, that if you can make them laugh, then it's like, yeah, you've done all right. The dog story was that I did. I can't believe we threw that game away. That's difficult, isn't it? The dog story was I did a gig at the Steam Machine Brewery here that Luffy's talking about. And there was 4 dogs in the audience. And you're not meant to have dogs in comedy clubs. They're not. It's not a thing. Like, yeah. So 4 dogs. I'd prefer no dogs. Most of my life, I'd prefer no dogs in any situation. But definitely if I'm not gigging. Like, if I'm gigging, I definitely don't want dogs there. It is odd. It is odd. Do you know what I mean? The thing is, I wouldn't take my children to a gig. But people apparently have to take their dogs. Dogs are notoriously not fluent in English. I mean, it's racist, isn't it? Suggesting that Emil Smith Rowe has signed for Atalanta. And that, I think, is where we end the stream, I think. Because I think with a mixture of Emil Smith Rowe and Yap Stam, I think we've done all right, haven't we? That's pretty decent. Callum, welcome in. Appreciate you. Very, very kind indeed. Emil Smith Rowe. Tony just can't speak dog. Well, there is that. There is that. Yeah, I haven't learned how to speak dog yet. Maybe I should try. Actually, no, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm not learning how to speak dog. Can I register Smith Rowe now just to make sure he could definitely play? Sorted. I guess I was barking up the wrong tree. Ayo, ayo. Ayo, right. Emil Smith Rowe is in. And we're currently sat in 8th position after throwing away. Threw that match away against Juventus, didn't we? Ugh. Never mind. We can get some sort of retribution against them in the Italian Cup quarter final. That's what we'll do, right? This has, as always, been a lot of fun. Let's go and keep the fun going, shall we? Who should we go and see and pass all this love on to? We probably won't. As I say, we're not on Friday. I'm gigging on Friday, so we're not going to be on Friday, I'm afraid. But we will come back possibly at some point over the weekend. We'll have a little look at that. I'm not going to do tomorrow because I need to do some stuff for the old YouTube and stuff. I need to get some editing done. So who is about? Unless, of course, I change my mind and it's like, hey, we're here. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I probably won't, but who knows? Let's see what's going on. Who's doing it? Who's doing something interesting? It's an interesting save. Otherwise, we're back at San Maggio again. Anyone that you can recommend who's flown about? Dill's just about to start, so he's an option. In fact, you know what? Here we go. There's a guy doing a QPR Road to Glory. He seems fairly new. He's not got many in. He's got an old school QPR top on. Go and give him your love. Okay? There we go. Hodgie. Yeah. Let's go and chat to him. Let's see what he's up to. Thank you again, as always, for the support. Enjoy the stream. Take care, everyone. We will see you all at some point soon. Take care. Bye now.